This is the perfect RIA, in case you didn't know. Bringing you all the strategies to help your business grow. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Sit back and listen in while you feel the beat, yeah. Another myth bites the dust.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Follow Up Friday, where I, Matthew Jarvis, walk you through the most important part of this week's episode, which is, of course, action items. This week, Mike and I talked about this idea, this illusion that the amount of time you spend working on a financial plan, on whatever the case may be, is therefore determines the value. And that is not the case, right? The value is independent of the time that it took you to create it. Now, this is both a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because it means it can scale indefinitely. If you can figure out how to deliver massive value in 30 minutes instead of 3 hours, congratulations, you win. Alternatively, it is also a curse. If it takes you 3, 6, 9, 20 hours to deliver the same amount of value that it takes me to do in 30 minutes, we have a problem. Or I guess put another way, you have a great opportunity to figure out how to deliver value in a much more effective manner. Now, interesting note, I don't always record the Follow-Up Fridays the same time that Mike and I record our Monday episodes. And in between those two sessions, Mike and I led a mastermind with some of our Invictus members. And we discovered that many Invictus members were spending 60 to 90 minutes preparing for each client meeting, a meeting that takes Micah and I and our good friend Benjamin Brandt 5 to 10 minutes to prepare for. Now, you might be saying 5 to 10 minutes, that's ridiculous. I can do it in 2 minutes. In which case, reach out to me, Lifestyle of the Perfect RIA. I would love to hear how you do it that effectively. If, on the other hand, you're thinking, no, it always takes me at least 90 minutes, what I would encourage you to do, this would be our action item, is to really document where that time is going. How much of that time is directly delivering value to clients versus you playing office. I know that never feels good to hear or think about, but you playing office or you operating ineffectively. For example, we discovered that most of these advisors were spending 30 to 60 minutes just reviewing their notes from other meetings, whereas Micah, Benjamin, and I all have these notes printed ahead of time so that we're not tempted to go down the rabbit hole of researching memos and documents and CRM things. So we want to really look at where the time is going, which is, of course, action item number 1. Where is your time actually going? When you are preparing to deliver massive value, is that time, if we're being honest, playing office, or is it in fact directly correlated to delivering value? Action item number 2, whatever amount of time it takes you to deliver value, look at that deliverable, be it a value add, a financial plan, a client meeting agenda, whatever that is. And how much of that is valuable to the client? How do we know that? Just ask the client at the end of the meeting, hey, which ones of these documents would you like me to send home with you or to send you a PDF copy of versus which ones of these would you like me to shred and then recycle? The ones that they ask to keep, those are the ones that are the most valuable. The ones that they say, no, you can keep it, you can shred it. Those are the ones that you probably should stop spending time on it. Related to that, action item number 2, what is the most valuable part of it from your perspective? What I like to recommend, I talk about this in my book, Delivering Massive Value, go through your deliverable with a highlighter and mark any sections that are specific, actionable advice, right? So like an example would be add $6,000 to your Roth account this year. That's specific, actionable advice. Then take a black Sharpie and X out anything that's generic. Generic would be like, here's the limits to Roth accounts, and here's for whom Roth conversions make the most sense, and here's the Monte Carlo explanation of all this, right? So black marker, anything that's generic, anything that Google knows, yellow Sharpie, anything that's specific to clients. Action item number 3, what if you had to, gun to your head or whatever metaphor you like, what if you had to deliver the same value in half the time? Was talking to an advisor that I respect very much recently. He was explaining that it takes him like 10 hours to prepare a financial plan. Now, I have not seen his financial plans personally. I have not met with his clients, so I don't know where the value lies or not. But my challenge to him was, what if you had to do it in 5 hours? How would you force yourself to deliver the same level of value in half the time? So there you have it, your action items from this week's podcast. Of course, a couple extra action items. If you haven't recently, please go ahead and give us 5 stars on whatever podcast listening platform you use. Also, go to theperfectria.com and sign up for our next power session, which will be February 16th. on how to double the value of your communication, of your meetings with clients and prospects. And of course, until next time, happy planning.
Hold on before we go. Something that you need to know. This isn't tax, legal, or investment advice. That isn't our intent. Information designed to change lives. Financial planning can make you thrive. Start today, don't think twice. Be a better husband, father, mother, and wife. The perfect RIA, the perfect RIA.